I like to do a lot of things in my day-to-day work, prevalent or specific to this topic. I am a psychologist at Copeman Healthcare Centre, where I work with clients, individuals, couples, helping them work through anxiety, depression, career counseling, the doubt and the shame and the trauma that Cami was talking about. It's a real gift. As I was doing some preparation for this talk, I found a lot of parallels between the athlete and the farmer. Extremely hardworking, extremely dedicated to their craft and what they do. They also, what I came to understand is an athlete at the Olympics, you've got one run to make it count. Farmers, you have one crop in a year, and conditions can challenge that. The other thing in which they're linked is that sense of stoicism. That whole idea of work hard, grin and bear it, push through obstacles, don't show feelings, don't complain, because you're strong and tough. Well, that's the whole point of this talk, is when we are in that kind of a space, it makes it difficult to reach out for help. And just like a quick snap in my head, would things be better if I just stepped in front of that bus? And as quick as I thought it in my head, I said it out loud to my friend. And I said, have you ever thought things would be better if you just stepped in front of that bus? All of a sudden I realized I said something out loud that should have stayed personal. And a little bit of an awkward pause. And I start to go just to break the awkwardness. She stopped me. Put her hand on my shoulder. And she said, Karen, are you okay? I said, no. And I just broke down. And so I share this story. It was a real gift to me. I got set up with a psychologist, did some great work. 6 months later, I was back on track. And lucky to say I've gone through some ups and downs, but not the depths of what I experienced there. And it has been a huge gift in the work that I do with my clients to understand what that is like. And I share this to talk about, or the importance of talking about it. If she wouldn't put that hand on my shoulder to stop us, we could have just continued on because she didn't really know how to address it. I probably would have struggled for longer. You know farm stress greater than I do. Things that I understand, the debt load, the uncontrollable weather, the extreme long hours, unforgiving without that recovery, financial strain, the issues with equipment or weather, as I mentioned before, family, a lot of it's family-run business, right? So there's a ton that goes into that. I've got to be strong. I've got to be tough. I've got to push through. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to tell you about my emotional world. That would be weak. If you have that internal view or that belief, would it be easy to access help, do you think? It'd be in conflict, right? Thoughts drive behaviors, behaviors drive our functioning. So if I have the thought line, reaching out for support is weak, that's not going to lead to behavior of accessing support. Right? So we need to change this. We need to change the stigma. We need to change this line of thinking. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. That's not how our life works. It's this roller coaster which makes us come alive. And we have these ups and downs, and that's okay. Be approachable, or approach would be a piece of it. Active listening. It's not problem solving, it's not finding solutions except for getting the individual supported, but it's not trying to, oh, well, if you just balance your books better, then you wouldn't be as anxious. Well, probably, but that's not what the individual needs in that moment, right? Being able to language it, being able to get the person to support. So, you know, this is not a weakness, this is a sickness. Just like as if you had asthma, you'd take medication. This is a mental illness, and so we need to get you supported. So helping to educate them, and then getting them encouraging support. Talk more, right? Have the conversations. Let's share our stories. Let's share our experiences. Ask more. put the hand on that shoulder of that friend and just say, hey, how you doing? Everything okay? And not to force it. Just let them go where they want to go, where they're comfortable going, because it can make them feel quite vulnerable. And that last one, listen more. Don't try and get the nail out of the head. Just listen in terms of what's going on. If we continue to do what we've always done, we'll continue to get what we've always gotten. You need to be the change agent. And so together, if we all do one small thing, I think we can make a real difference. Thank you.